Welcome everyone to part 3 of our Spriggan Hedge Wizard of Usk. We started off as a stabber and we've kind of transitioned now into an alchemist. And I've got myself here into a little bit of a cliffhanger from part 2, which is I was over here in Orc 1 and trying to go down this stairway. And I used the teleport scroll because this is what's waiting for us on the floor below. And I was trying to avoid this fight. And we low rolled a little bit on the timing of the teleport scroll and ended up still on floor 1 over here, which is fine. This is just as safe, if not safer, compared to where we would have landed potentially on Orc 2. So I think this is good. We're going to find another downstairs here. We're going to have a safe area up here once we clear this, and it's going to be great. So just a quick overview of where we're at. We're mostly using Noxious Bog plus Ignite Poison, probably, with things like Mana Viper and Surprising Croc for summons, Yara's Violent Unraveling, and then if we do want to stab, we've got both Mephetic Cloud and Petrify. So I've got a nice little toolbox here. But what I'm really missing is something to win the game with. Like, I don't want to go deep into Permafrost Eruption. I do have Enfeeble, so, you know, if we find Sphinx Sisters, that would be really nice to go Enfeeble, Sphinxes, and the Snake. That works probably pretty well against Orb of Fire. Otherwise, I'm kind of looking for something else. I'm not super stoked with the other spells that I've found. I'm just topping off right now in terms of skills. I'm topping off Fire to get Ignite Poison, more powerful and online. Little more evocations because it's cheap, and then we're going mostly into dodging. So I'm going to take dodging up to at least 15 to get that EV all the way up. I'm only at 24 EV right now. Let's just check. Chance to hit is 29 on that guy and 20 on this one. So I think we can get that a lot lower by just leveling a little dodging. And we're getting about 0.9 EV per level of dodging, so that's pretty good. All right, so what we have here, let's just check real quick as well on the chance to be confused by this guy. 0%. Well, that's pretty good. We also have a Pip of Fire Resist. So the scariest enemy on the screen right now is this guy right here who can summon demons. 1% on pain, which is not scary. So we've just got to get our way out of this situation, and I think probably that means opening up with Bog. It's a little subpar on the setup here, but at least we get some Bog here and there, and we can kind of fly around in it. All these guys are going to die very quickly to Bog. I'm just going to check one more thing, and then we're going to get started. This guy has a heavy broadaxe, 36 damage, so we really want to stay out of melee with that one. Okay, here we go. So yeah, immediately the two enemies that are the most scary step into Bog. So it's going to be great. And we've got Ignite Poison on B, so we're just going to start blowing stuff up probably. We'll give him another turn. Ooh, more guys this way. Okay, so we'll blow that guy up. I might summon Snake. Which, yeah, he's probably going to die relatively soon here, but he can at least do a little bit of work. And where he spawned is a safe location. So let's go Ignite Poison again. Right, and so the other thing we've got is Usk. And Usk does not build up Piety off of Poison, but does build up Piety quickly off of Ignite Poison. And so as you can see here, everybody is asleep very quickly. 2 casts of Ignite Poison, and we're off to the races. So Snake's going to go take this guy. This is now the scariest guy on the screen. Everybody else, much less scary. And in fact, they just evaporate when I cast Noxious Bog again. Very good spell. It's going to carry us quite well, I expect, through Spider and Shoals. Those are our S branches. Just pull back. Try to get these guys in here before it goes away. I've only got one more cast in me. Still building up Usk Piety. Interestingly. Come on into my bog. It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy it. That's a boy. Come on in. Okay, we'll just run away and let him die from poison. We haven't quite cleared this out yet, but it's close. Probably just go Ignite Poison. That's going to kill the summoner. That's the main thing. Yeah, and we've got enough stealth that even with all the noise and everything, we don't pull the whole floor. It's kind of incredible. Stealth is at 13. Look at these guys. They still don't see us. We get the stab. We'll do some poison. I expect Orc is going to be pretty easy unless we get too many of those kobold blast miner type dudes on the screen at once. In which case, it's going to be a little sketchy. We'll see. There's a downstairs. Here's an ogre. Just blow you up. Hey, Traco. Welcome to stream. Welcome everybody else who's just joining now. We're just getting started on Orcish Mines 1. Got a nice little vault here, it looks like. Do we have a shop, potentially, on Mines 1? That would be nice, to get an extra shop. No. Okay, here's Blast Miner. So Blast Miner is probably the scariest enemy in Orc. They're going to have things like hand cannons and Bombard, which is a 4-range skill, so we want to stay away from that, obviously. I'm not sure what the optimal play is against them. Like, Bog is very good, obviously. I just want to look at all my options, since this guy is kind of scary. 72 to Petrify. Okay, we get him. Maybe we'll just do the stab thing. There we go. Boop. Alright, so it looks like we have 2 downstairs in this section. Let's go find what we get. Another trap one. Freaking wild. All these are traps. So I can actually Noxious Bog here, and this probably just kills everybody. Do I want to do that? The problem is it blocks my escape. I think it's good though, because it'll kill all these guys for sure. I have flying, they don't. So if I cast Bog, these guys probably step in, and I probably just step down. I've also got Blink. I've got Croc. I think just doing it seems fine here. It could get a little sketch, but I think it's going to be okay. Yeah, so they step in, and I go Croc on the healthier of the two. Okay, there's Blast Miner. Petrify you. Step behind Croc. This guy is, yeah, resistant but not immune, which means he's going to get poisoned pretty quickly. Might as well Grave Call you, though. Maybe I'll just go with Summons here. So this guy's going to get petrified. We're going to get the stab. We're going to go Noxious Bog again, and it's going to be great. Yeah, actually, Usk put everyone to sleep. Now, have they changed Usk? I thought Poison did not trigger Piety on Usk, but it sure looked like it did there, didn't it? I also have a Distortion branded, as you can see, a Distortion branded short sword, which is going to be pretty good in many, many situations. Okay, let's pull everybody in here. I want to pull this guy up as well. Get him poisoned. Now we've got Pain Brand, which could have been triggered off of my darts, but I'm really feeling like poison is triggering Piety now. It didn't used to. This is a change if true. Big if true as well. Let's find out. I'm at 3 pips of Piety right now. Still at 3 pips of Piety. Okay, let's cast. We're at 1 pip now. Let's see if we go up. We do. Wow, okay. This is big news. Poison works to trigger Usk. Interesting. That might change our plans. Hey, Mukow, welcome to stream. I wonder if Bog is special somehow. Oh, that is a good point. Come to think of it, Bog does some physical damage too, doesn't it? So you're right. I think that's a good point. It might not be the poison per se. It might be the physical damage ticking. Look at this. We got another one of these. All the down stairways were trapped. Okay, same strategy. Works exceptionally well in that situation. Everybody just kind of vaporizes. It's pretty good. Where did Ogre go? Okay. Pretty sure there's a double-headed Ogre here somewhere too, right? Yep, here he is. Didn't want to step around to the corner into that. Okay, we're going to have an easy time here, I think. Stab. I felt a little sketched out about that. I don't trust my stealth this game. It's been not playing nicely for me. We've been getting lots of low rolls, as it were, on stealth this whole game. So I'm playing it very safe. Come on into my bog. It'll be fun. We're at 25 EV, 5.5 evocations, going up on dodge a little bit, so that's good. Okay, not a great place for bog. Good place for stabbing, though. That was short sword of electrocution. Stab. Oh yeah, this is a great place for a stabber. That guy might be awkward to get to. That's a little awkward. Let's go in the other door. Uskayaw says, by the way, I am playing a Null Alchemist and following the true path of Ash because of me. Well, I am glad to hear that. I hope you're enjoying. Null of Ash on any background is exceptionally good. I'm sure you'll have a great time doing it. Have stealth. We'll pick that up. Probably not going to use it. Oof. Okay. Just keep getting the blink. Yeah, I expect that... have I done a Null of Ash? Null of Alchemist? I don't think I have, actually. That's probably a pretty good start on Null, I'd say. You can hardly go wrong on Null, but... Yeah, I mean, that gets you to Ash pretty easily, and after that, well, smooth sailing, I'd say. Going great, says Uskayaw. Glad to hear it. We're just going to keep stabbing if possible. That was a big stab. Those flame bat, obsidian bat dudes are a bane to my existence. They've ended more runs than is fair. Yeah, this is a great Orc 2 for us, being on a stabber. I'm loving it. Troll seems fine. Scarf of Invisibility. Boy, I have a really good scarf on right now, but if we had proccable, like just on the switch, invisibility seems very good. Obviously, this scarf is amazing. We picked that up in an ice cave, so I'm not like stoked to switch off of it, but on-demand invis, very good. Alchemist is probably your favorite starting book. I realize summoning is strong in principle, but it's not to your taste. That's fine. Everybody's got different tastes. Alchemist is strong. There's no doubt about that. It's the only reason I'm not like super keen on it. Like I'm obviously it's good. I'm not stoked about using Alchemist usually because of the number of enemies that are resistant to poison. And I don't really like Sticky Flame. Like, I know you get Sticky Flame. I'm just not really a big fan of that spell either. Ooh, this guy, how much damage does he do? And so it ends up, for me, to be not, like, my favorite start. We can put a Yara's in here. That'll reduce Big Orc's damage by a bit. No? I thought it did. It reduces his hit dice. That should definitely reduce his damage. Let's ignite. We're going to hope he stays poisoned for a bit. Or actually gets poisoned in the first place. Stays confused for a bit. Can we blind him? 85 and then 27. I'm going to try. Noxious Bog again. Okay, he's asleep. I think we're just going to blow it up. Yeah, I could have stabbed there, but blowing it up just feels a lot better. The Mighted Polearm guy doesn't see me, but is a little scary. Does quite a lot of damage. Okay, stab. Nice. Pain Brand, or Pain Bond, rather. What's the play? Yeah, we can get some Bog up in there. No duration, unfortunately. What do you have? Holy Mace. Holy, yeah, Holy Branded. It's fine. Not afraid of Holy. Send you to the Abyss. Let's just summon Snake. Send you to the Abyss. Okay. Stealth is paying off here. Look at these guys. They still don't even see me. Stab. Bad stab. Retreat. Bog. Retreat. Definitely need more spell power on Bog. It's leaving something to be desired in terms of duration. I think that's the main thing I'm noticing right now. Power is certainly there. Mookow says, not liking Sticky Flame makes sense when you're allergic to being adjacent to enemies. Yeah, definitely. And, like, me personally, I am. But, like, the characters I play in general probably are. Like, yeah. Allergic to being next to enemies describes me perfectly. I don't know if you meant for that to be describing me in particular, but it does. It absolutely does. Stab? Nice. Okay, ambrosia pots, which we didn't know before, so we could discover those. We've got pots of invisibility are good. We're going to look around Orc before we make any decisions about what we're purchasing, though. Boom. Blow them up. I think it was DG yesterday who said, oh, I'm standing in fire, that Noxious Bog plus Ignite Poison is actually stronger than the level 9 fire spell, Firestorm, which is interesting, and it maths out. Yeah, like it takes longer to happen, and you need the proc from the poison to happen, but when you're fully procced up on poison and you blow everybody up, it is an extreme amount of damage. Let's see, I think I'm going to go Yara's on the back line. Blow up the guy beside me. And then I guess for Yara's again. H is Yara's. We'll just double Yara's that. I don't have time to walk in there and kill him. He'll definitely wake up. Okay, Holy, a Flail of Holy, and a Heavy Battle Axe is what I'm seeing. Everybody wakes up, and I go ahead and miscast a few times. Miscast again. Oh, that works, actually. I can put a bug right in there. It's a little suboptimal, because this guy's right next to me, but at least I can kill everybody. Yep, and that puts him to sleep because of Usk. Nice. Good stuff. Usk is actually starting to be useful all of a sudden. Was not very useful at the start. I wasn't feeling super stoked about my Usk decision. It's specifically to get my first win on Usk, is why I'm doing it. But I'd rather have Wu for the stabbing aspect, at least. Okay, what's the play here? This guy really hurts. Ooh, he's over water, so if we blow him up... did not even get any steam. That's unfortunate. Okay, there we got him. Nice. Okay. Interesting little opening here. Is there any other way in? Probably down here. Leads to the same place, I'm guessing. But this works. Ooh. Okay. This is fine. Got the big guy down at least. I blinked him out of the Noxious Bog, unfortunately. Look at this Noxious Bog placement. Just a bad location for it, overall. That's a Yara's target. And that's Ignite Poison target. Not finding anything of any interest in the shops. Longsword, is that two-handed for us? I think it is. It says it's one-handed. Is it actually? I'm not sure. Blast Miner. Okay, we get the stab. Get the stab. That was a little spicy. That could have went much more poorly than it actually did. Okay, we're just leveling dodging now. We're up to 26 EV. That's pretty solid. We also want some invocations. So maybe I'll train invocations up to like 9 alongside dodging, but we're going to focus dodging for the time being. Nice, got the bat. Now we'll bog and escape. Oh, it's such a good combo. Really enjoying myself here. Stab, stab. Nope. Bog, stab, blow him up. Blow him up. Interesting. Maybe we just bog here. You do a decent amount of damage, but we can always croc away. I think I'm just going to blow this up and put you to sleep. Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Usk actually pairs quite well with this combo too. More than I expected. All right, we've got enchant weapons. We've got a bunch of identifies if we need them. Rev. What else we got? Stab, stab. Where's this go? Nowhere? Okay, that's orc too. Muka says the info screen there will be accurate for my species. Okay, I thought so too. Thanks for confirming that. Do I question/I double sword to check one that's definitely two-handed for you? What do you say? The fact that bog is reusable with ignite poison is absurd. It is. You just keep doing it over and over and over, and it makes more flame clouds. Very, very good. You're saying do double sword to check that that's definitely two-handed. Oh, check one that's definitely two-handed. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm more likely here. I'm just going to go over to the wiki, because the wiki says specifically which items are two-handed for a Spriggan. So it says large one-handed weapons are two-handed. That includes double swords, magical staves, tridents, demon tridents, and broadaxes. Nothing about longswords. So longswords are fine. So we could check out what that is. Just to see if it's a nice enchantment. We're currently using distortion, obviously, so we don't want to take this off realistically at this point. We are level 16. There's nothing against going into Abyss at like 19. Oh, we have an alchemy manual here too. The thing is, I don't think I want any more alchemy spells. Like, more spell power is good, obviously. I doubt I'm going into Folsom Fusillade. I have -3 Conjuration app, and this does not solve Zot 5 the way I would like it to. So I don't think the alchemy manual makes any sense. What else can we do? I mean, Haunt is a fine spell. We've also got a Radiate, which would be online, but I'm not stoked about paying 650 gold for it. I did think I was going to go Ambrosia just to identify this pot, though I do have Identify Scrolls and no Ambrosians in stock. Of course, my acquirement was terrible. If you guys didn't see this yesterday, 300 gold pieces, which is just terrible. decided against the Medusa Talisman because it takes away a bunch of good items that I have online. We could look at going Forgecraft. I think we have a -2 app on Forgecraft. -2 on Fire as well. So all this kind of feels bad. We could go Bombard. It's all right at 69%. Warfrost Cannonade isn't too far off. That's a good spell, but it's not an end-game spell, so I'm still not seeing anything I want, really. Let's look at this sword, I think. Having extinguished all the other purchasing options. Valor, Will, Int. It's an okay stat stick. +6. It's okay. I think we will grab this Ambrosia. How many invises do I have? I have a single invis. Let's grab one Ambrosia. These can be quite useful in case we do get banished or whatever. Having them in the Abyss is very good. How many hastes do I have? We could also actually enchant our distortion branded weapon. There's one of those. I think that's fine. Good even. Because distortion brand is like Zot 5 viable. If you want to stand next to Orbs of Fire, distortion can do it. Where's that thing? I had two of them actually. Up to +5. 2 ruins now, says Inaba. Nope, no ruins. This has been a very slow game. We are on a very squishy character. We have basically finished Orc here, though. Yeah. Finished Orc. Did not find the spells we were looking for, but I think at this point we're ready to go S branches, probably. I'm just going to take a quick 30-second break, and I will be right back, and then we're going to look at starting S branches. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the delay there. Now, let's see. I've been through D15. I think it's time for Spider. Let me catch up on chat here. Hey, Crazy, welcome to the stream. Frankly, I have never been willing to put on Distortion. It's so risky. It's only risky when you take it off, right? The Blink Away has kind of got me from time to time, but I like the fact that it can just banish, right? You get the XP for banishing. It's an instant kill, basically. Unless it's a unique, you're never going to see it again. So I like it for that. Yeah, no risk of putting it on. And the thing is that we're going to go Abyss on this character at some point, and so taking it off to get Abyss is a viable option for us. So I think we're going to go into Spider's Nest. Spider's Nest should be quite easy for us. Most things are susceptible to bog. We've got to watch out for Pharaoh spiders, the moths. Both moths actually fly. We'll see. Mookow says it's the same as a contam item. Yeah, basically, right? The worst case scenario, other than being Abyss, obviously, is to get a bit of contamination, just like contamination items, which is fine. Do we have cancellation for that? Out of curiosity, we do not. So still got to find cancellation, interestingly. I also do not have poison resist going into Spider, which is not great. Not what you want to see happen optimally. But I just don't have anything for it. Like, right? I think my only R poise is here on a Maul talisman with negative telly, which is just terrible. I could reassess, actually. Have a look at this Medusa talisman. Why are we only losing... We're only at 6 AC. Did I lose AC somehow? Oh, I took the cloak off. So we lose not only 1 AC, we lose some resistances. Yeah, I don't know. That just feels bad. Crazy says, I got enemies telly behind and flanked me in corridors and had to read telly before, so it's kind of... Be wary of that. Yeah, the blink can be pretty sketchy on distortion branded items. Let's pop into Spider's Nest. At this point, I've got a +5 brand, so I'm going to start saving my weapon brand scrolls, just in case we find a quick blade. Hey, there's Vile Clutch. Vile Clutch in Noxious Bog seems really good to hold him down, but I do have Graveclaw. I have lots of Wand of Roots, so maybe it's not all that worth. You know what I'd really like? I'm sure this is no surprise to anyone. I'd like some summons. I'd like Sphinx Sisters, who won't be affected by Bog because they fly. I would like Malign Gateway, which handles Orbs of Fire. Those two spells, if I could get those, I'd feel so good about going into late game. Okay, what is Noxious Bog here? This should be great, right? Blow him up. He's poison resist, so he's one of the stronger normal spiders in some sense. And then we got this one who shoots negative damage at us. From a range of 5. Not resistant to poison. So if we can just pull back, stay out of range of the negative damage. Cast Bog. Sweet. Wow, that guy like ran through Bog and nothing happened. He just never saw me, just kept moving. Muka says, I just had all 3 stairs to Spider 2 together and surrounded by like 20 spiders. Yep, that happens sometimes in Spider. So you're going to visit Swamp. I would do Swamp usually before Spider anyway, personally. I think Swamp's the easiest one. Spider can be pretty sketchy because of scenarios like that, actually. Artemek, welcome to the stream, says, good day, sir. I hope you are doing well. Nothing new to report on my Cud shenanigans because I was in the Moonstair looking for Quas and Quan for 2 hours and the game crashed. So you're a bit miffed. Yeah, I feel for you there. That's unfortunate. Quas and Quan and, not Rumadon, the Burrower, Shugaroth are so hard to find sometimes. You need Mumblemouth or like Trash Divining, stuff like that. Okay, is this fine? I think this is fine. We'll just step this way, get them to walk through it. Nice. When I have R-Poise and OTR, I like Spider. I agree with that. OTR is fantastic for Spider. Just like Bog, OTR is probably a little better, actually. Bog's doing work, though. Absolutely doing work. Whoops, put it to sleep. Blinked it away, probably died from poison. Crazy says, Swarm can be quite scary for low AC. I got one-shotted by the tree mermaids. Tree mermaids, what are we talking about? The spirit things that blink around and shoot Splinter? The Splinter spell? Yeah, they can be pretty nasty. Artemex says, I'm not looking for doing Shug. I found the Eisner gun before I got anything for the rest of the Nephilim. Heck, I realized this entire run I haven't seen a book merchant either. Really? Bedos seems like it should be good, but never is. Thoughts? Asks Tactical. Yes, I agree. That's my thought. I find... Here's how you play Fedos, I think, is you have a ranged character who gets Cactus Giant online, and then your bolts shoot through Cactus Giant and your Briars, and it's pretty good. But yeah, Fedos, I think, is a little underwhelming. I haven't played it a ton. I don't have a ton of experience, but that is my take. Just kind of not great. You did find Rumordon's Parsang though, Artemak? Well, that's pretty lucky. That was the hardest one for me to find, I think, in my last game when I was actually trying to kill all of them. And I had like all the secret giving things, and still it took me forever to find Rumordon in particular. Or no, Shugroth, sorry. Yeah, I misread. You found Rumordon. Yeah, Rumordon's okay to find usually because it's in a set area of the game. Whereas Shugroth can be anywhere, right? Any tile, which is kind of awful. I wish there was a better way, a more guaranteed way of finding it. I hope that's something they change in a patch, actually. Battlesphere. Is Battlesphere interesting? What do we have? I got rid of Magic Dart. It works with Ignite Poison, I believe. Yeah, it should. But do you need it with Ignite Poison? I'm not sure you do. Interesting. I probably not. I don't know. It's certainly piquing my interest. Let's take dodging up a little higher. Let's go like 17. I'm liking what it's doing for us right now. Yeah, Cactus Giant. That's a heck of a combo. It really is. Because you can shoot right through any plant. Cactus Giant is a plant. That's how that works. So pretty good with Fedos. Found the name in the wiki, says Crazy. It's, yeah, let me see if I can butcher this name. The Eleonoma. Eleonoma. Yeah, those guys. They're pretty scary. They have wands. They have the physical-based shotgun effect thing. It's pretty wild. Nice. Bog even works in tight corridors sometimes. Splinter Spray. Yep, that's the one. So, Artemak, I wonder how hard would it be to do a turret damage only run. Granted, I don't think it could win. Maybe though. I've been debating that for actually years for now. Hey, there's Sphinx Sisters. Big find. Okay, we know what we're doing now. 89%. Hexes and summoning. We want hexes anyway, so there you go. To the degree, I'm going to keep dodging on, but we're going to turn hexes on right now. Hexes at 10 is cheaper than summonings at 6 because it's a +2 versus a -2. And we're going to take hexes up to 13, I think. We're going to turn invocations off for now. Summonings do not help Usk, at least last I checked, as far as I know. And we'll just put hexes on the main thing. We'll keep dodging on. Like, I like the dodging. It's going to be great. Crowfire. I think we already got that, don't we? I'm going to pick it up anyway. Yeah, so back to your point about turrets. I've been debating doing a turret run for a long time, and the problem with turrets is, at least in the base game, that they take forever to create them, and then you have to have special abilities to get your gun back, or whatever you're using to make it, and so it's just terrible in that sense. But I found a mod, actually, just recently, that allows you to disassemble your turrets, which should just be in the base game, and so I feel like that's a good way to play it. And so I've got in the back of my mind eventually to do a CUD run of turret-only damage, only running turrets the whole game. And it could be a thing like you're trying to find the best guns, right? And then you've got to protect your guns so they don't get destroyed, or so that enemies don't chase you away from your turret so that you can collect your best guns again. But you can use flamethrowers, you can use laser guns, all the stuff, and I think it'll be really nice. The fact that there's a mod to disassemble them is pretty huge. Ooh, okay. These guys fly, unfortunately. 19% chance to hit, but it's their smite that is scary. What's our play here? Fulminate Prism? Potentially? Do I like that? And then we'll pull back into here and Noxious Bog. And then we'll put a prism here. No, just kidding. This guy's going to shoot this orb at me. This is not great. Okay. Okay. Just keep using Ignite Poison. This seems to be working. Okay. I don't know. That felt okay, I guess. I was a little sketchy there for a sec. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but in the end, we got there. So we're going to petrify this guy. Get the stab. 55% chance on that, so a little subpar. Let me catch up the chat here. I wonder how hard... Oh, I read that already. Armax says, that would be nice, even if they chose to add a new material, like you need a tripod or something. I wish we could construct them, or even upgrade turrets that can wheel around behind you, like an RC control. That would be so cool. I bet there's a mod for that. There are some really good mods for CUD. But yeah, like, that sounds fun. You've got a good idea there. Know how to mod? Small update, 43 minutes on... 43 minutes on esotericism is quite a tough sell. Is that a misspell of esotericism? Esotericism. I'm sorry, I don't know the word. I feel like I should, though. Artemex says, especially considering the drone. Considering drone to CH and such, tinkering could definitely have some more shenanigans. Drone tech, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was a typo technical, I gotcha, yeah. Esoteric, thank you. I was like, I feel a little dumb, but I'm pretty sure this word's just misspelled. 43 minutes on esoteric is quite a tough sell. Yeah, I haven't got around to your video, I apologize. But the longer video not playing as well for you, I guess I'm not terribly surprised. It's hard to get people to watch a video. Ooh, that hurt. That is longer than like 20 minutes, unless, I don't know, like the live streams in particular work quite well. Okay, we got positive energy online. This guy is not immune to poison, but did not get poisoned. 51 to hit. Boy, oh boy, huh? Maybe we don't fly here. I'm still faster than they are in water. Dude coming around with freaking negative damage is super scary. No, I'm second guessing my argument. I think I'm going to go back to flight, and then I'll switch into negative before they shoot me next time, would be the goal. I got shafted on Spider. That's the worst possible place to be shafted, probably. Okay, Donald, Chainmail of Archery. I've got Yara's, which works really, really well for Donald, because he likes to buff himself with 2 different buffs. So this should be easy, plus Bog. I'm more afraid of the noise than anything else. We could rev. I've got 1 more rev in the store. I think I'm going to, because the shaft is so scary on Spider. There's an upstairs over there. This floor looks fine, actually. It's corridors. The mass of the floor is somewhere else. This should be okay. So I'm going to Noxious. Tactical says, seems like 18 plus is the YouTube sweet spot if you're going to do analytical content. I can believe that, yeah. Plank, welcome to the stream, says, how is Spriggan going? Squishy. Like, we're in a good spot now, and I'm feeling great about it, but yeah, squishy. I think I'm going to ignore Donald and focus on the other enemies coming in here. Yeah, he just evaporates. Donald is a non-threat to this character. Demon Crawler. Demon Crawler has poison resist, but we can still blow him up. He's got no fire resist. Seems fine. Seems fine. How you going, Plank? Have any more luck on your high score runs lately? I haven't. I might have missed it, but I haven't seen you any streams lately on it. I'm trying to keep pay attention to everybody streaming DCSS. I have weird hours, obviously, so sometimes I miss them quite easily. Spore Talisman of our Poise and Will. Hello, my favorite talisman. Now, unfortunately, this melds our shield, which is RC. We still have C, but we lose shield. Feels pretty bad. Our Poise feels good, though. Boy, I don't know about that. Crazy says, took me a few years of playing to realize that Donald can swim in deep water and why. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. He does swim, doesn't he? Because he's a duck. Right? He's Donald Duck, I think. Is that the lore? If I remember correctly? Muka says, it's not a shaft trap, but the other day I saw one of those enclosed vaults with an escape hatch down in case you get stuck in it on Vaults 4. Lord help you if you have to use that hatch. Actually, that hatch is the equivalent to a teleport scroll going into V5. So yeah, if you have to, that would suck. But like, you rather use a hatch like that than a teleport scroll going into V5, I believe. Plank says, just finished a Spriggan. Mike was screwed up, but got it fixed today. Nice. What did you end up doing? Did you go Spellcaster or Stabber on that Spriggan? DG confirms trapdooring down to V5 is on average significantly safer. That was my interpretation as well. Let's cover up trap. Do we have anything that can be enchanted armor-wise? Yep, Buckler can. Steam Dragon Scales could be. I might just wait for better armor, is what I'm thinking. Oh, I can't pick that up? That's awkward. Okay, so we reset the shaft trap. We're back to where we started. Another demonic crawler. Let's just bog. Okay, so it does blow up my tile. I was just standing in fire there. Interesting. Our poison will on Drain Longsword. That's pretty good, stat stick wise. Can't bog that. What do we do about you standing over there on the... Do we Fulminate Prism? Yeah, it's loud, but I don't think that matters. Pulling everybody to me seems okay. Get distorted. Nice. No way I get the stab, right? Nope. Let's go blow you up. Let's get Orb Weaver poisoned, hopefully, and then blow it up. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking this build. It's fun. Very powerful. Wasn't what I was planning to do with this character, I can tell you that. Good stuff, though. We've got enough mana to make it work, too, even without mana regen. Now, this is one of the characters that I have to worry about. Infinite Poison Resist means no poison. Means Ignite is much worse. We might just be able to kill him with summons, though, realistically. What about Petrify? Petrify's on G. 37%. It's not great. Oh, I got it, though. Miscast Snake twice? Are you kidding me? At 4%? It's awful. Just awful. Oh, another Pharaoh. Okay, we're going to do this. And then we're going to hope Snake can kill Ant. You always trapdoor into V5 if you have the opportunity, DQ. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's the way, right? Plank says Forgecraft into ranged into Hex, T-Lock summons for Sphinx, Malign, Discord. Sphinx Malign is kind of what I'm hoping for here in the end game. You started Forgecraft. Is that right? Forgecraft is -2, I think, right? It's doable. I mean, I started summoning on Mummy, which is -2, I think. It works. Obviously, Forgecraft is a strong enough school that it kind of doesn't matter. You get your starting spells online and off you go. 77 here. Haven't found Malign Gateway. I'm looking for it, but Sisters is here. If we ignite poison... No, let's not yet. Maybe I should have? Unclear what the play was there. Let's just step away from Bog. Running low on mana. Slightly afraid of Ice Dude. Does Snake kill it? Nice. Now Snake is slowed. We're just going to do Spriggan things and run away to about here. Okay, good enough. Plank says, yes, Spriggan Forge Right of Sif. I stopped at Horcrux cannons. Cannons and Spire and running away works for a very long time. I bet it does. The cannons plus Spire kind of tower defense strategy is one of my favorites for like layer S branches kind of stuff. It's very good on just any character. Like I find myself doing that on Knowles quite often, no matter what the start is. I pick those spells up and I'm like, I guess I'm a tower defense guy now. Okay, what's the play on this one? Obviously we can go invis, but I've only got one invis bot. So if I can not use it, that'd be great. He's got our poison. Is weak to fire, or susceptible to fire. I could evocables. That seems fine. I could meth cloud into ignite poison, seems fine. The problem is running out of mana, of course. Yeah, didn't get the stab, unfortunately. Killed the other guy. 11%. How fast is he out of curiosity? 120, so I can just run away. Worst case scenario. I think I'm going to try to meth and ignite. Nice. Oh, he blinked. Not nice. Abandon ship. Lightning rod? Yeah, okay. Not what I wanted from that, but it'll work. Hopefully we don't find too many more of those guys. We'll just start where we left off. Can we confuse you? What's the chance? 53? Do we just bog? Oof. That guy just didn't want to die. Do I have corrosion resist? I do not. Okay, let's reset that. Mana regen would be really nice here. I have found a single type of amulet this whole game, and it is the freaking wild shape amulet. That's all I've got. I found 2 of these. That's the only amulet. Really would be nice. Oh, 3 of them. Sorry. I found 3 wild shape amulets and no other amulets. What kind of RNG is that? Just awful. Jerk. Apparently with all my evasion, he can still just tap me over and over. I've already got Blade Talisman, I think. We're probably not doing it. I'm feeling much more like a caster now. Okay. Guys keep coming from down here, interestingly. Roxanne. Can Roxanne one-tap us? I think pretty close. Yeah, she most certainly can. That's just not worth fighting. I've already got a Granite Talisman. I think that's the only guaranteed loot there. So we'll just go away. No need to fight that. More enchant armor is always good. More rev scrolls. Okay. Spider's Nest, pretty easy so far. Which is good, because the game has been quite difficult to this point. There's a blink scroll. Good stuff, good stuff. Ooh, we don't have our elect, do we? Yeah, this guy's very scary. What about Meth Cloud? 43%. Try again. Nice, blow him up. Blow him up again. Stab. Nice, got there. Huh. There we go. What's dodging to? 16. I'm at 30 EV. Do we want to stop there? I think we'll turn that off, and we're going to go for Sphinx Sisters. So we'll go summoning up to about 8, it looks like, and then we'll go hexes from there. Maybe Spider will have Hive. That'd be good. Yeah, that'd be a good pickup. I've never used Hive Talisman. I've found it a number of times and always just kind of felt it was not worth it in that specific scenario. There's Brand Weapon. Could I brand the Distortion Sword to take it off? Like when I'm done with it, I could just brand that away. Does that work? That seems too easy if that works. Okay, there's another up. Let's go back this way. There's another up. Alarm trap, you say? This guy, yeah, that one hurts. Spark Wasp as well? God. We're going to go up. We're going to try our third stairway down. Boy. Oh, now this guy too? Okay. We're going to pull you up. 43 and 21, so absolutely can kill us. Graveclaw, maybe? Summon Snake. How does Blink feel here? Decent? Graveclaw again? Cool. Okay, here's where this game gets sketchy, because this stairway's bad, so this is the best stairway now, which is still not great. I think we're going to do it. It does work. Everybody confirming that works. Thanks for looking it up and confirming. Very cool. So we have that out if we want it. Boy, Noxious Bog feels bad here. Oh, Dragormo around the corner. Should have him a positive ring on. %58 chance to hit me. Oh, because I'm ensnared. Right. So let's blink. $22 to hit. 16 to hit. Does Bog work here? No. What a terrible entrance this floor. Here's where this game gets sketchy. Solid catchphrase for DCSS. Yeah, seriously. Crazy says, does anyone know if wearing negative telly prevents being sent to the abyss? My take is the answer is no, because Ant can be banished, I think. Somebody correct me. Dread, welcome to stream, says, man, DCSS is no joke. I've been reading and trying to learn keys all day. It's a bit like that. I've got a bunch of charmings. 31, 66. So maybe. I've got this escape up here, so we could do something like haste. I think haste is a fine play here. We've got fear scrolls, which would work, but only 2 of them. A single butterfly scroll, which only partially works here. Tactical says, my DCSS guide, press O. If O doesn't work, press tab. Repeat until dead. Basically, I just finished your sentence for you there. Good stuff. Good stuff. I think we will haste. This is a sketchy situation. Yeah, I get immediately locked down again. I'm going to Wand of Charming this guy. Twice failed. He has almost no chance to hit me, so that's fine. Bog. Bog is good here. Meth Cloud is subpar here. I could put it there. It did not work. Oh, Croc is still here. I can't do that. Okay, step up. Nobody wanted to follow me in the Steam Cloud. I can create steam over that. Yep, that works. We could make snake here. I think that feels okay. It spawns in fire. That's unfortunate. Okay, Pharaoh Ant and Slowing Snail. I think we just create poison again. No, we failed to do that. Okay. I think we take escape and we reset. That's rough. Still got a Shock Wasp somewhere, which is very scary, as before. Noxious Bog is bad here. Let's pull back. Just waiting for Bog to wear off. Kill Snail, nice. This guy's immune to this, but I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm not sure what I'm thinking, actually. Wand of Flame? Snake? Wand of Flame again? Nice. Ooh, we got the Confused Snake. That could be dangerous. I'm going to risk it. I think I'm just going to recast Snake, actually. There we go. Snail from the south. I do not like this entrance. Let's see. Yeah, O-Tab works on VS-Fi. That's probably going to be my next character, because I want to play another squishy before I start a real streak again. But VS is much tankier than Spriggan, that's for sure. What's up, Samuel? Welcome to stream. We're just trying to get a foothold, actually, in Spider 4. And it's going somewhat poorly in the sense that we've got a dangerous entrance on all 3 of the stairs. Croc dies. Snake is slow. I could ignite poison here. Feels pretty good. Okay, there goes the slow guy. Sweet. Got there. Now we'll Noxious Bog. No, just kidding. We're going to miscast Noxious Bog. Are we fast? Not fast enough. How fast are you? 150? I should be able to escape this guy if I had some efficient pathing, which I currently do not, unfortunately. There, we're confused, so we got a curing. I'm up to 4 mana. How much damage do you do? 19? 16% to hit? Let's just poison you. Blow you up? There we go. Level 17. Can we go back down here? Yes. Let's see, Sphinx is at 67. This is coming online slowly. DG says VS5 is squishy. Do not go together at all. Well, I mean, this character has effective HP pool of a troll. You start with low HP, but yeah, you've got the Guardian Spirit, so I agree. I think it's fine. Like, it's weak in some cases, like with Ghost Moths, but I'm planning to go VS Brigand of Wu, probably, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, at least for the first 4 floors where you're encountering priests, that could be fatal. That's what I'm worried about mostly. Because once you get towards the mid game with VS on Wu, it just carries super hard. Yeah, Spriggan is what's very squishy. VS has negative 30% HP, but it has the Guardian Spirit right away, so it's less squishy than it looks. So I think that we still have a Spark Wasp somewhere. But otherwise, we have this entrance pretty much secured, I guess. Ghost Moth out of nowhere. What's my play against you? Summon. And let's Roots and attack with Distortion. Nice. Another one. Okay, we'll do Snake. I don't like the Corrosion guy here. So let's try to bog the rest of these guys. Yeah, stab, stab. Nice. Usk. Coming in handy. Whoops, missed. There we go. Okay, if they can't hit me, they can't damage me. And Distortion Brand is very good. Moth of Wrath. I'd rather not be in melee with that, though. I don't want to be too overconfident here. Blink it away. Want a flame, maybe? Not quite. Not quite good enough. Whoa, is she carrying the Orb of Mesmerization? Certainly looked like it. Yeah. Oh, that could be nice. Let's pull back. We're going to bog this guy. Recast. Come on, mana. We're not going to have enough mana to kill him. Nope. Womp womp. No, not there. Not there. Third time's a charm. Cool, got there. 3 Ignite Poisons for that guy. Pretty tanky. Another one, you say? This is sketchy. Petrify doesn't shut it down immediately. Meph does, but it's 53% chance. Does that just kill me if it hits me? 90-11. Yeah, possibly. I gotta catch up here. DG says, I think Usk and Oka are better for VS. I've been watching people do Wu on it, and I prefer Wu to both of those gods. I'm not a fan of Usk. I gotta say it right now. Like, we're gonna see how the rest of this game goes. I hate how long it takes to get online. Yeah, it'll come online faster with VS Fighter, but Wu is just so good. Like, if you have a quick blade and you're just stepping in between enemies and getting all those hits all the time, the VS bite is going off, extra fast in that scenario. And then Heavenly Storm is just silly with any auxiliary attack. So I think that's the way I'm going. I'm definitely not doing Trog. Like, I get your argument, but I hate Trog as a god. They're just anti my playstyle in every possible sense. So Yeah, Usk is the god we're using right now, Dread. It likes when you attack a bunch, and then it can stun enemies and stuff like that. It's very cool. Very slow to get online. Are you not supposed to pick up all the gear and sell it later? No, you can't resell gear in this game, which is a feature, not a bug. Yeah, Usk feels really mid. I agree with Crazy, especially compared to Wu. Like, Wu is a top god, in my opinion. Usk is very lackluster, especially on somebody with negative 30 HP, negative 30% HP. Moo Cow says, I've been in love with Wu ever since clearing all of Tomb 3 in one Heavenly Storm. Yeah, I mean, Heavenly Storm can basically clear every floor from the mid-game on if you use it right. It's very good. You know what I could do, actually? Does this just solve this? Yeah, it sure does. I summoned a Fulminate Prism in the way. Stab. Stab. Boy, bad stabs. Okay, so now we're going to go back into hexes, up to about 15, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, let's reset. Reset harder. Reset harder, please. On Spriggan, you can just not turn it on because you can't brawl. Yeah. Yeah, it's like anti-Spriggan tech. Feels like. Wu's fun, in addition to being strong. That's how I feel about it, too. It's just very enjoyable. Especially on Quick Blades, right? Because you attack so fast, plus the auxiliary. It's very, very enjoyable. I'm a big fan. Yeah, this seems fine. This guy again. Let's see, Meph? No. There we go. This is apparently the vault for the ruin, probably, and so I feel like I'm pulling the whole ruin vault here with all this noise I'm making. Okay, another one of these guys. Yeah, blow it up. Ah, he just walked around. That's unfortunate. And we've got the healer. Ah, the healer dude up here is unfortunate because it's going to heal the moth. So I've got lightning rod. If I can line them up, maybe I'll just distort. Distort. Sweet. There, Usk paid off. Right, if you just keep attacking, it does work. We got to watch out for the Spark Wasp, primarily. Here he is. I have no lightning resist. And I have no poison resist either to cast this right on top of myself. Wow, wow, we're in bad shape. Got to be careful. How much damage do you do? 2d18. We're okay. It's going to be fine. How do I shut you down? Nothing feels great here. The Confuse feels the best, obviously. We could Curare Dart, 51% to hit. I mean, you might as well Petrify at that rate. We get it, and the Confuse. Stab, nice. Boy, scary stuff. This floor. Let's see, what is this design? Oh, we're in the Ruin Vault. Yeah, I think, right? This is the edge of the map. This is the center. So we've definitely pulled most of the center stuff at this point. There could very well be more, but there's the ruin right there. Look at that. We pulled the whole floor. In plus will plus hat. What's our hat right now? Negative int, strength, regen, ice. This hat's amazing. There's hat of intelligence. Is that even better? Oh, this is a robe. No, this is a hat. I can read, trust me. Throw down regular buckler. grab ruin. Let's not change clothes in the middle of that enclosed area. Why does it? Oh, okay. You guys are helping out the new players. I appreciate that. Axes could be a way to play Usk too. Yeah, definitely, but probably not on Spriggan. But it does trigger Usk's piety faster. The more hits you get, the better. So true. So why choose any god but Wu? I chose Usk specifically because I have wins on all the other stabber gods, and I don't have a win on Usk. I'm trying to get wins with every god, every species, every background. So I don't have a win on Spriggan, and I don't have a win on Usk. So that's why we're playing this. It is a subpar. I also had to wait till D10 to get Usk online, which is also very subpar play. So if you go back and watch and you're wondering why did I wait so long, I knew it was subpar and I did it anyway, just so I could get wins on it. You take Wu on this character 9 times out of 10. That's my opinion. Ash is also good. Gozag is fine. Don't wait for Usk, that's for sure. DG says, so far my experience with Usk in late-ish game is you attack 5 or 6 times, which is 1.5 turns on a dagger, I assume, is what you mean. Then finale any threat monster and repeat till the screen is cleared. Which would help if you had Tower Shield and GDA. Yeah, definitely. Playing subpar combos is fun. I'm a big fan of playing really strong combos, personally. Which is why I like Null. Null's just good. Null of Ashes and Zarya is like the best thing in the game. Okay, so if we put the intelligence hat on, it's going to be the equivalent of +7 int, which is a lot. Where did it go? Where did it go? Helm of Intelligence. Hat of Intelligence, actually. So less armor, unchanged. Spell failure by 3%, but it's going to have a bigger effect on Sphinx Sisters. So let's check that out. Sphinxes down to 41. So it's okay. Double in will is also quite good. We actually decrease in AC over this down to 5. Does this feel even better? That means that we can put on a different ring. Probably flight. For now. Later on it'll be fire, so we have multiple pips of fire resist. Or poison or elect if we can ever find that. We have 4 pips of will, which is unnecessary. 3 is sufficient. I don't know. I could see an argument either way. Right now it doesn't matter. When it matters for Sphinx Sisters, we may switch back. We're not there yet. To be honest, Usk is not a stabber god at all, DG says. Some people disagree with that approach, or that take, and like it for stabbers because of the forced sleep and the line pass, which allows you to confuse. I'm by no means suggesting I'm using it the optimal way. Would a quick blade double attack count as 2 attacks for Usk? Yes, it does. Every hit does. Based on damage rather than number of attacks. Yeah, but every attack gives you another trigger, right? It's based on hit dice of enemies attacked, damage done, as a percent of their max health, possibly? I don't remember exactly. And does not count poison or summons. So yeah, quick blades are good for Usk. Can you play with Zobeth after Usk run? I need a Zobeth guide vid. Zobeth, is that Nemelex? Yeah, I keep wiping Nemelex runs. So yes, eventually Nem is coming, but I'm not a fan. I don't like the random effects. Like Nem is good when it's good, and then it just utterly fails when you need it to not. That's been my experience every single time. And so I'm not stoked about a Nem run. I will do it. We're going to do every god, but I'm not stoked about it. Usk Piety is somewhat complicated and based on damage done in terms of percent monster HP and HD. Yeah, okay. Confirming what I was thinking. And so quick blades are fine. More hits are better. You know, more damage is better than more hits, but it kind of goes hand in hand, right? Jeez. Need more power on Bog. But I think Sphinxes is better than more power on Bog, actually. It's pretty hard to beat Sphinxes at this point in the game. Yeah, 59 on Petrify. Let's do it. No? Okay, we'll just tab. We're a tabber now. Let's see how that goes. Just kidding, not a tabber. I don't have poison resist. I was just kidding. Let's see. I could Yara's on this guy, which hits 2. Let's just step back and see if that gets better. Okay, that's better. Recast. Croc. Yara's on Croc. Feels pretty good here. There's the sleep, and here's why Uska's a stabber god. Unfortunately, the sleep only lasts a max of 4 turns. Usually it's like 2 to 3 for me. Pain Bond on the guy on the bottom. But I don't like standing next to this ant, so I think we're going to Croc backwards. Nice, distorted that one. Cool, got there. Snake does quite a lot of damage, actually. So we can rely on that a bit. Oh my god, is it a good amulet, finally? Not really. Chemistry's okay. It's no mana regen, but it's better than what we got. So Amulet of Chemistry, for those that don't know, enhances alchemy spells, which is good for Bog. And then it gives mana restoration whenever you drink potions, right? Yeah, from any potion they drink. Okay. So what's our spell power now on Bog? 43. Feels all right. Okay, that's Spider. Do we want to go Shoals? So it's basically Shoals or Vault. That's the debate right now. I need more spell levels. 41. Spellcasting has become cheaper than hexes. So we could turn that on. I'm going to pop my head into Shoals, see what it's like. Hey, what did you miss? Says Serpentor Water. Spent. I'm going to try and read your name. Spent A of Water. Hope I got that right. Welcome to the stream. What did you miss? We just cleared Spider. It's been a rough game so far. We're pretty squishy. Crazy says, Nem feels like it helps you stabilize your build and you never touch the abilities after that. You have at least 1 piety gain for any damage instant. Yeah. Serpent of Water. No. Spenta of Water. What does that mean? I keep reading that as Serpent for some reason. Probably because I'm playing with the Snake summon. Spenta of Water. Yeah, basically, this character, for those who haven't been watching, has been tiptoeing its way through dungeon and all that until we got to Orc when we picked up Noxious Bog, at which point we are much stronger. Ooh, I covered up my exit. That's not really what we want to do. Oh, Zoroastrian Angel. Very cool. Okay. Information to me. I like knowing about such things. My religious and etc. knowledge, historical knowledge, is what I would call decent. Zoroastrianism I know less about for sure, so that's why I did not pick up on that one. Good to know. Mookow says you can absolutely pump invocations with Nem. They can be a late game powerhouse. Yeah, until you start missing, right? I haven't ever gone like hardcore into invocations with Nem. I usually get into the teens though, like low teens, and they're strong. It's just sometimes I need to rely on them and it just doesn't cut it. Do I think I can stab this guy? I'd like to. Chance of waking up is 18% to hit. Water Strike never missed, I don't believe. Where is its chance to wake up? 9% per turn. But this is awake. What do? Stab is what do. Yara's on you. Yara's again. I bet I just kill this with Yara's. There we go. Miscast. Still no poison res, FYI. So every miscast on Noxious Bog is bad stuff. Dream Sheep. Is this going to be the Cyclops that can nearly one-shot us? Possibly. Stab, 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 stab. Nice. Just cleared the whole thing as a stabber. Feels good. Usk helped. Fire Dragon? Why are you here? 50% chance to petrify. Let's back up. And Ice Dragon? What is this? Why are these guys here? I have good resists. To dragons. They're giant. They are flying. Mookow says the secret is if you can deal 4 summoning, it doesn't matter what cards you draw. Yeah, if you always got summoning online, sure. But you end up doing that too much. And like I've pulled 4 destructions more than once and just completely whiffed and die the same turn. And it feels awful. Destruction is the workhorse where it doesn't matter if you miss because it's not an emergency. Draw 3, deal 4 summoning is when things are dire. A stacked escape deck is a panic button. Yeah, it's an interesting vault up there. Turtle-shaped island. Could use one of those scales. I absolutely could. That's a good point. I think I'd rather have poison scales, but we could use one of these. Like fire scales gets us there for orbs of fire. That'll be 3 pips. Destruction deck is usually lackluster. That has been my experience, 100%. All right, what's the play against these dragons? Petrify on 50%, so maybe we just summon and try to petrify. I think that feels okay. Did we get it? Yes, got the petrify. Can I petrify ice? 67, got there. Stab, 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 stab. Oh, fool! You fool! I just stabbed them over deep water, so we're not getting any scales from them. That was a misplay and a half, man. We just talked about it too. What was I doing? Not paying attention, that's what. Womp womp. Never punished. Animal skin of decaying surprised. Our lack will, our corrosion. I mean, it's not scales, but AC decreases by 3. That's pretty bad. But it gives our elect, will, our corrosion. What are we currently wearing? Steam Dragon scales. Not half bad. Yeah. Feels pretty bad to lose those dragon scale drops, or the potential therefore. But I don't know. Did we put that on? I don't like losing the armor, but we've got 30 EV at this point. We need our lack. The high willpower is amazing. 2 AC. Boy, that feels bad. Like, we could do this as well. Acid Dragon Scales, encumbrance of 5. Doesn't feel great for just a bit of armor. What does this feel like now? Over in plus and will. We don't need in resistance and shoals, generally speaking. We don't need the willpower anymore. I think we go Helm of Intelligence. We actually pick up an AC. Going to 3, a massive 3 AC. 32% on Sphinx Sisters. That's almost online. Probably can't cast in those things anyway. No, I probably can't. And it's going to hurt my EV. In general, Nem feels like an unreliable and weaker version of Mac. Yeah, I agree. That seems pretty accurate. I need a Mac win too, so we're going to be playing that at some point. Hello, you. Abyssal Ruin of Zot? I don't think so. Actually, does that work? Can you trade a Ruin in? Does it actually take it off of you? The presence of it. I don't think it takes it from us. So once we get the Abyss Ruin, we can come back here, right? And I don't lose the Ruin? Somebody correct me if that's wrong. I think that's right. Yeah, with Mac, you just spam bolts of everything and summon Reapers. Not so many extra steps. Pretty good. Not like 5 is much better than 2 on the AC. I guess you're getting Death of 1,000 Cuts, definitely. Nem is one of the strongest gods for streaking, says Spawn. For you. I think, I don't know. My opinion of Nem is very low. For streaking in particular. Just the random aspect of it feels so bad. Like, it's powerful. I'm not saying it's not. I just don't like anything that's not consistent, right? That's why I like Ash so much. It's just so consistently strong. Throwing net up north. That was some inefficient stepping, but we got there. Where'd the other one go? Wasn't there another one? Did it wander off? Weird. Crazy confirming you don't lose the end spawn. Confirming it doesn't lose the ruin. That's great. Streaking people are built different. Yeah, and each streaker too is built different than the next. That is for sure. I mean, the dude streaking Phoebes right now, right? No, thank you. Not my interest, but I see why it's good. Like, no doubt on that. Apparently, I was told at least the Acrobat thinks that Spriggan is like the best streaking character. So allegedly, that's the case. That came from Sergey though. And I would never streak with Spriggan personally. Like, this run has confirmed that for me. No Spriggan streaking for me, I don't think. Not a fan. But you can't argue that Acrobat knows what they're doing. So, you know, everybody's different. Even at the high end of players. And for all I know, like, the other streakers like challenges in different ways than I do, right? Like, I like to play Null so much because it's like the best thing in the game. Null of Ash is, in my opinion, the best thing in the game. Now, Acrobat may argue that it's Spriggan, allegedly. But, you know, we're all going to play, if you want to streak, you're going to play the best thing possible. Or at least something viable. And like, both Sergey and Pecore, I don't know how to pronounce their name, I apologize. Both of them streak things they think are good, right? Sergey always goes for casting. Peck always goes for starts that have utility that gets them away from being one-shot by ogres. So they think the hunter start is good because it starts with butterfly scroll. I hate hunter starts because I think range is bad. So, you know, everybody has a different interpretation. I should throw a Phoebe into the streak, to be honest, says Moocow. I might. I was thinking Summoner of Felid, but I could try a Phoebe. I want to try it at some point. Crazy says, Ash is my favorite god too. You just get your spells up so fast and then steamroll everything. It feels good. It's like the perfect power dream. What's the word for that? I'm blanking. Power fantasy, that's the word. Spawn says, I mean, my longest streak is 6, so 6 is good. 6 was my longest streak until I went, 61. So, like, something just clicked after 6. Maybe it will for you too. How is Phoebe not great for streaking, says Anaba. Trog off the start. Trog is the reason it's not good for streaking. For me, right? Other people say Trog is one of the best gods, etc. And I say, yeah, for you. Negative 20 IQ skilling. That's the problem right there. Negative 20 IQ plays for me does not work. I have to have full tactical optionality, right? Not dying when you get killed. Yeah, that's why Phoebe's good. Inaba, you spelled Pracore correctly. That's the player I'm talking about. Thank you for clarifying. I apologize for not being able to say their name correctly. But I respect their take very much on best starts in the game because they say, this is what kills my runs, and I'm going to play against that thing. And they do it very well. And they streak, large streaks because of it. And so I respect that a lot. Dread asking, what is the highest streak? It's Sergey right now, and they've gone over 100. I'm not sure what the exact number is. It's not like you're going to be happy with berserkers on any species. Might as well make it interesting. Very true for me personally, Moocow. If I'm going to berserk ever again, it's going to be on Phoebe. Who's the Naga streaker? I'm not sure. Dread says, guys like stream. I agree. Good advice, Dread. Thank you. I appreciate that. Moocow says, you shouldn't play Fesu because pairing a strong background with a strong species is a waste. Well, dying on a streak is a waste. And I've already got a Berserker. I've already got a Trogwind, so I don't need those. I don't need Summoner for sure either. So I see what you're saying, but I don't know. And Eva says, scrolls, pots, evocables should all be a tactical option you need to win the base game. Not sure about extended. Most of all, extra lives. I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. CR, welcome to the stream, says, playing again because of your videos. Oh, glad to hear that. Thanks for joining. There's some zoo-like area with optional portals you can enter into in different sealed rooms. Not seeing it on the wiki. Anybody know what this is? It creamed me. Zoo-like area? I mean, the lair is the closest thing to a zoo that I can think of, unless optional portals are like the timed portals. And if you rush into those timed portals, things like Ice Cave or Volcano or whatever, yeah, they're harder than the floor you find them on, definitely. So they're worth doing, but you've got to be very careful and be ready to pull out. Oh, Necropolis, good call. Like the zoo area, yes, Hellgraph has it. It's Necropolis. Necropolis, you've got to be ready to just bail on, right? They can be very good loot or they can be terrible, and they're always, usually, very dangerous. So you got to be ready to pull out, definitely. But they can be worth it. Just got to be careful. They're totally optional. Somebody saying the Naga Wanderer player is Dynast. What is their streak up to? I want to say it's in the 20s anyway, isn't it? Maybe more, maybe closer to 30. I'm not sure. Gauntlets can absolutely end your run, and Necropolis too. Very true. Very, very true. Okay, let's deal with our Cyclops friend here. 54 damage on the rock, and he's standing in deep water. 17% to hit. That's melee. Not sure on the large rock situation. Chance to blind is decent. I think we probably back up. I'm pretty sure the chance to confuse on Mephetic is really high, but we can't reach. So I'm going to back up. Ugh. Siren too. Okay, it sees me. That one, I don't like that one down there in particular because it flies, right? Susceptible to poison. No, it doesn't fly. Okay. Well, can I just bog it? Okay. Another one of those. So let's bog. Maybe I'll just go down and around. We don't need to fight all this right now in that position. Stab. This is a Zom area. We've got a sleep sheep up there, which is a little scary. Do we have corrosion resist right now? Yes, we do. We're just missing neg and poise. It creates water around it. Not sure I can bog it, says Svan. But it is shallow water. And bog is shallow water, so I'm not sure my logic pans out, but maybe? Unclear. Let's try not to get sleeped here. Slept? What is the verbiage on dream sheep? Getting dream sheeped. Let's find out. Let's see the experiment. Yep, you're right. The water around them is not susceptible. We've got sleep. Okay. Step here. You can't throw through. And then we'll go Yara's. I think I go Prism and run. Because we've got no mana. Okay. He doesn't see me. Meth Cloud chance is 58. I don't have enough mana still to do the bog. Curare is good on him, 88%. Feels pretty good. What else? Let's roots him. Okay. Roots just completely whiffs. 17 to hit in melee for 35. This feels fine. Let's just stab. Or rather, just attack. Okay, all good. DG talking about Necropolis says you can see everything, so it's not like you're ever surprised by Minotaur with heavy triple Arbalest. Just making the argument that it's easier than Gauntlet. I totally agree. Gauntlet locks you in too, right? Unless you're Phoebe or a Hep worshiper, then you're locked in, and it's quite dangerous. Did I find an amulet? Asks Fawn. I found 3 wild shape amulets this game, and then I picked up a chemistry amulet. So that's the only other amulet we've found, and we're using it. It helps with Bog. I can't complain too much. Okay, I think we're just going to leave this. There's no loot there or anything, so that's fine. And we've got a foothold in Shoals. All right, guys, this one has to be a short stream today. It is my mom's birthday, actually, so I am going to go talk to my mom for her birthday. And likewise, my timing is going to change now in the streams for a little bit here. So currently I'm streaming around noon New Zealand time, but starting possibly tonight and then like through my weekend here, I'm going to be streaming more like 7:30 p.m. New Zealand time, which I expect is going to be awkward for people in the Americas, but should work out okay for Europeans. So I hope that's not too much of a problem for anybody. I mean, it will be for some people, so I apologize. For a little bit, I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to switch back to this time period, just because of real life reasons. Let me catch up on chat here, and then I'll sign off for you guys. Necropolis can do things like cooking a teleport scroll before opening a scary rune door and then hunting everybody down. That's good tech. Thanks for sharing that, Mookow. Chemistry's good, emergency MP strong. I agree. Everybody's saying happy birthday to my mom. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. GG, thanks for the stream. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the interaction, everyone. I appreciate that. Tell your mom a bunch of sweaty dorks online celebrate her. Yeah, the internet says happy birthday, Mom. I'll tell her. I appreciate that, everybody. You guys are too cool. Good luck in your own games. I will see you later this evening or tomorrow evening for me. You'll have to work out what time that is for your time zone. I hope it's not too awkward. Have a good rest of your week. Good luck in your own games. I will see you in the next one. Take care.